Matthew chapter 24, Jesus gives his most important and clearest teaching on his end time plan. In Matthew chapter 24, I call it the very best message, forerunner message in the whole Bible, because it's Jesus describing what's going to happen in the future. And in Matthew 24, he gives 22 signs of the times. That's remarkable, because a sign of the time is like a road map. It's like a road sign, telling us what road we're on and how close we are to that destination. 22 signs of the times. And then he gives us a number of significant warnings in Matthew chapter 24 as well. Then he tells us 5 parables he gives us in Matthew 24 and 25, how we are to respond to his leadership as these signs of the times are unfolding and as the pressure is increasing. And of course, the ultimate thing he says in Matthew 24 that I love is verse 14. He says, in the midst of all the pressure and all the hostility and the increasing darkness, the gospel is being preached to all the nations. The gospel witness will go forth in greater power, touching greater numbers in the midst of the most hostile environment. He calls this environment the Great Tribulation. We all know that. Matthew chapter 24, verse 21 and 22, he said it will be the most intense time ever. That's the verse right after he said it's the time when the gospel will be most fruitful and effective to the ends of the earth. And then he calls his people. He said, I've given you the signs, I've given you the warnings, I've given you the overview of it. Now I want you to be watchful. I want you to pay attention. I want you to interact with my heart and my leadership. But anyway, Matthew chapter 24, no prophet has more insight on the end times than Jesus, no apostle in the New Testament. So I love Matthew 24 and 25. It's really, the two chapters go together. And I recommend it. And it's the sort of chapter I go to over and over and over again.